I think that's the reason why I have such a massive bias towards storytelling as a tool, is that ultimately it's a sense making and a framework for imposing meaning
Yes.
into the chaos that we are descending into in the times of transformational change. And how do we get that sense of meaning and purpose, because that's what we're trying to get back into the workplace.
Yes.
At the end of the day, we began this conversation by talking about the need for greater humanity, and to feel like we actually connected beyond the PowerPoint deliverables and the to actually be the humans we are supposed to be, right? And leave the rest to technology to kind of take care of it. So you and Nancy work with so many different organizations. Do you see any patterns in the kind of mistakes that people end up making? Because I find a lot of people, especially even the clients that come to work with me, I have to help them understand that this is not the McDonald's of storytelling. This is not a checklist that you've got the bun, then the patty, then the cheese, then the salad, and the ketchup. Like, you're looking for the McDonald's version. This is not it. You need to do that. But they're also in a rush, because they want to see the results, and you got to sit there for the story to kind of mature and emerge. You can't it does not take 9 women 1 month at a time to deliver a baby. It takes 9 months to deliver a baby. You can't speed the process up. So what are some of the trends you see as people are rushing towards the storytelling piece, and where you think like, no, it's good that you're starting, but here are some mistakes that you really want to avoid?
Yeah, sure. Well, I think it parallels successful change management, in the sense that if you want story to work well for your organization, it takes leadership from the top. It takes sponsorship. It takes the supportive executives in the organization. And I think a lot of times people get individual contributors get very excited about the power story.
Yes.
And they want to practice it, and so they start emulating it. And that's a great way to start, right? For you to use story in your own communications to show people what it can actually do, and to get them to experience the difference. Yet it's hard for you as an individual, change agent, to get the leadership team to embrace the power of story. And until the leaders embrace it, the rest of the organization isn't going to understand its value or really adopt it. And so I'm seeing more and more, actually talking to more and more leadership development teams who are placing a really high priority on communication and soft skills as the major development area for all their leaders, and specifically storytelling. Over and over they say, we want our executives to get better at storytelling. We want our managers to get better at storytelling. That gives me hope.
Yes.
Because I think what leaders practicing storytelling themselves gets us is not just modeling what story looks like, but it also gets them empathizing with the people in their organization, which is actually what causes that rewiring of the culture. When the leaders understand the importance of connecting to their employees, of understanding their pain, of sharing their own vulnerability and failures, that's when you start to see actual transformation happen.